Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to take a break from the Helix. We're going to look at an analog pedal. So it's a drive pedal. It is the JHS Sweet Tea V3. So the V3 refers to version 3. So you can clearly see it's a two-sided pedal. This side here is basically the JHS Angry Charlie pedal, which is basically a model of the JCM 800 amp, which featured quite a lot on my Helix stuff. So if you're interested in some of that, kind of check the card up there and check out some of my JCM 800 Helix stuff. I say model, it's not a model, it's a pedal. So, but the Angry Charlie is based on the JCM 800. On the other side, it is the JHS Moonshine, which is based on the 808 Tube Screamer. And yeah, let's talk about it. So you'll have seen in some of my previous videos, I've done Marshall in a box type pedals before, or amp in a box type pedals before. My very first video on this channel actually was for the SL Drive by Xotic. Yeah, and I think I revisited this for my 1-year anniversary as well. So, you know, check out those videos if you want to. And also I've done a video on the Wampler Plexi Drive Deluxe, fantastic pedal, my main kind of go-to pedal up to this point. But there are three different pedals. The Wampler is based on the JTM 45. The SL Drive is based on the Super Lead, the Marshall Super Lead, and the Sweet Tea, or at least the Angry Charlie side of the Sweet Tea, is based on the JCM 800. All Marshall amps, but different Marshall amps, so they're not going to sound exactly the same. I mean, if you want me to do a comparison video on them, let me know. I'll make that happen if you want. But let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that. So what's the deal with this then? What's going on here? Well, I've been wanting this pedal for a few years now. I tried it out in a store. It sounded great. I coveted one. It's quite expensive. This was about 300 quid. This one, I think I got it for 285. It was just happened to be on sale for some reason, so I thought, you know what, I've got a little bit of money to burn. Let's get it. So I did, and I've got this. I was actually very happy with the Plexi Drive, but the reason I kind of wanted to get the Sweet Tea as well, two main reasons. One reason is that the JCM 100 is the amp that Richie Sambora used on the concert An Evening with Bon Jovi, and I just absolutely love that tone. I'm not necessarily going to get that tone just from this pedal, but I just thought it's a little step closer, and maybe I will. As much as I love this pedal, what I don't like about the Plexi Drive is the boost. I like it when you use it with the main pedal itself, but when you use it on its own, it doesn't sound particularly good, but it does boost the pedal really nicely and sounds fantastic. This kind of main sound of the pedal is actually good. You can turn the gain down and it sounds really nice at low gain. So this one's a bit of a higher gain. So let's have a listen to it. Let's start with the Angry Charlie side, based on the JCM 800. Let's check out the clean sound and then check out how it sounds. So that was the Angry Charlie side of the Sweet Tea. Let's check out the Moonshine sound, so the kind of tube screamer type stuff. So the other thing about the Moonshine is that, so Tube Screamer has 3 controls, which we have here. So volume, drive, and tone. But this has an extra knob. This has clean. So if you ever use a Tube Screamer, you might notice that you can hear the clean sound there as well. But with this pedal, you hear that as well, but you can blend in how much clean you want. If you go all the way to the other side, you can actually hear no distortion. So there's a part of the video where I've turned the gain side, the drive all the way up, and turned the clean all the way up, and you can't hear any of the drive. So it's just kind of full clean. When you turn it all the way down, there's no cleans. So you just find where you like it, and there you go. And as I said, the extra control, there's a 5th control on this Tube Screamer-esque pedal, which is the I think they call it the what do they call it again? The proof switch. So Moonshine, proof. Anyway, if you don't get that reference, don't worry about it. It's not too important. But yeah, so you basically got 5 controls as opposed to 3 controls on a normal Tube Screamer. So as you can see on the Sweet Tea, on the Moonshine side, it's got this little switch here, and what that does, when you switch it in the up position, it's more of an open sound, so slightly more headroom, less compression. When you switch it down, it is a bit more compression, and it kind of it breaks up a bit more easily. It has to compensate with your volume, because the volume kind of dips when you go to the minus one, when you click it down. So just keep that in mind. You might have to twiddle a little bit if you're going to go between those two sounds. So as you will have guessed, yes, you can stack these two sides of the pedal together, and you'll notice there's a switch in the middle here, and what that switch allows you to do, so whichever side it's switched to is what will come first. So I generally will have it switched to the Moonshine side first and use it as a tube screamer going into the JCM 800. So that will give your sound a bit more gain, kind of tighten up the lower end, kind of tame the top end a little bit. So that's, it's that kind of famous use for the tube screamer in kind of heavier music. So if you wanted to use the Moonshine side as a boost, if you wanted to use it as a solo boost, you want to click it to the other side, and that puts it after the JCM 800 side, the Angry Charlie side. So Angry Charlie first, Moonshine second. And if you kind of turn the drive down a bit, turn the volume on the Moonshine up a bit, you can adjust it and use it as a solo boost if that's what you want to use this for. So it's a very versatile pedal. You can there's different things you can do with it, loads of different tones you can get with it. When I use the Moonshine going into the Angry Charlie, the classic tube screamer thing, I've kind of realised I like using it like a tube screamer, where I'll turn the drive all the way down and turn the volume all the way up. I think I'll turn the cleans off, and I'll have the tone to taste, usually maybe in the centre, and it just does that kind of tube screamer thing where it kind of just gives you a bit more gain, pushes the front end of the Angry Charlie side and gives you more gain, tightens up the low end, tames the top end a little bit. you go. There was my demo and review of the JHS Sweet Tea version 3. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave any comments you want in the comment section below. If you like this video, if you like my content, please like it. Like this video or like any of my other videos. And if you like what I do, and if you want to see some more of it, please make sure you subscribe. I'm still trying to reach my first 1,000 subscribers, and your subscriptions and likes and engagement in general goes a long way to kind of making my channel more viable for YouTube and its algorithm and all that. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let me also just say that I've recently uploaded my Helix presets to the custom tone website on the Line 6 website, the custom tone section on the Line 6 website. So if you want to download those or check those out, you can check out some videos I've done on those sounds. If you just look up, you just have to check it out on my channel. There's a playlist for the Helix stuff, and also check out the my custom tone link below, which I'll link below in the description. So you can check those out. There seems to be quite a few people who've downloaded them. The reviews seem to be pretty good so far, so it's quite heartwarming. So yeah, check those out and hopefully leave me a nice little kind of 5-star positive review or something like that. What I've also done is you can download those for free. I didn't want to charge anyone for it. I didn't feel right doing that, but I thought, you know what, I end up setting up a buy me a coffee page, which is basically if you want to give me a tip, or if you want to just buy me a drink, essentially, if you appreciate what I do here, or if you've downloaded one or two or however many of my Helix presets, then you feel like you want to give something back, then you can use my buy me a coffee link. Although I think as I record this, I'm having some trouble with the PayPal side of things. So if there is that problem, please let me know. Otherwise, there's other ways of paying on there if you fancy doing that. If you don't, that's perfectly fine as well. I just hope you enjoy what I'm doing. And yeah, so I'll leave it there. I'll see you next week for another video. Release a video every Wednesday, so I'll see you next Wednesday. Take care.